Good afternoon, everyone. My name is TJ Muehleman, and I'm founder and chief organizer person of Standard Co. And we are here with our second installment of Data is Awesome, but managing data still kind of sucks. Today, we're going to talk about structured versus unstructured data. There's a pretty good chance that right now you're thinking to yourself, this sounds boring. I'm going to watch reruns of South Park. And I'm here to tell you, you should pay attention. It's only a few minutes. And there's a pretty good chance that you sit at a desk every day. You create and use data, because everybody does these days. And understanding the difference between structured or clean and usable data and unstructured or dirty, messy, unusable data is super important. So let me explain the difference. Unstructured data is data that you put into things like Word docs, PDFs, or even Google Sheets and Excel spreadsheets that may not be organized properly. And the reason we care about this is that if you want to do trend analysis, you want to see where something was or something's going, you want to create a pretty visualization, having your data in a structured format is super important. Structured data is things that come in formats like databases or out of APIs, which allow systems to talk to each other. Or for the layperson, in an Excel spreadsheet or a Google Sheet that is structured and clean and usable. And a quick and easy way to tell if you have structured data in a Google Sheet is, do you have really clean, decipherable column headers? Do you have something that goes maybe in terms of like a time series? And can you sort of use those two things to find a particular point in time very easily? And if the answer is yes, you probably have good structured data. Now, we spend a lot of time thinking about unstructured versus structured data. In fact, that's what our business does, is we help organizations take this really messy, ugly data and turn it into something useful. And we have done a very unscientific study to figure out how much time we spend on messy data. And for every report or visualization we create, we estimate that if you spend 5 hours to create that report, about 4 of those hours are spent cleaning or making data usable. That's a lot of time. And so we've taken these learnings to create a system that does this for us. And I'll show you a real world example. So this is data from the Georgia Department of Public Health website. And what it tells us is how many doses of COVID vaccination have been distributed to what counties and what pharmacies in the state of Georgia. Now, you can kind of take a quick look and say, well, this is tabular. It's not very visual. It's kind of hard to see trends. And because it's in a PDF, it's super hard to search. It's next to impossible to find history or trend analysis. And it's just not very useful. Well, this is where our standard data comes in. We took that same PDF and loaded it into our system. And by automating the loading of that data into our system, we're able to do a couple of things. One, we're able to quickly build a map of the density of vaccination requests and distribution. And by coalescing data from the Census Bureau and other data sources, we're able to generate this map. Because we're storing it in our data system, we're able to also do trend analysis and see where vaccinations were, where they are, and where they're going, and do that visually so you can quickly determine how things are going. We're also able to allow search and sorting and do other kind of visualization things that make the data more consumable and more useful. So to kind of summarize this, standard data is a 3-part system. The collect engine allows us to gobble data up from a variety of sources. Again, PDFs, Excels, or even through our native suite of native apps on Android and iPhone to collect data. Managing that data by cleaning it, making it useful, and sort of injecting data from other systems. And last but not least, with our hooks to Power BI, Tableau, Metabase, we're able to analyze and visualize that data very, very easily. So hopefully you found this useful. Maybe you go down the hall and tell one of your friends who creates those really terrible spreadsheets to say, hey, check out standard data. They'll help you out. Like, subscribe, share, spread the word. Tell everybody about us. We'll be back next week with another installment. Thanks a lot.